Jet delay test. What's up, Manadar? Oh, I can still add more stuff. I can add a propaganda tower on some of these. Build a battle bunker? No, we'll do Gatling guns, I guess. Wait, some of them can be upgraded, but not all. Oh, when they're empty, maybe you can still... No. Can you get all of these upgrades for each of them? Yeah, some of them may have already been upgraded. Yeah, oh, yeah, you can see them on the right, you're right. But I didn't upgrade them. But I guess the ones that I spawned with, or that I got for free, they already had that bunker upgrade. Or maybe that's not an upgrade, maybe... Anyways, I see. Oh, infantry can only use its attacks when it's got the bunker upgrade? Ah, so I've been loading all this infantry in and it doesn't actually do anything? We're gaming, dude. That's what it does. Yeah, that would have been nice.
Understood. China's rocket zone pending attention. For the Republic, yes. Attack.
Sorry, I'm gonna kill the oil. Sorry, gamers. I don't want to disappoint any of you watching, but...
Helix on the scene. Who are they? Make it worth my time.
Unit lost.
Punish them. You have a target for me.
We are the Red Guard.
Okay, maybe I don't have to kill it. Can you guys research the... Fine, I'll capture it,
Unit lost.
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to ruin somebody's day.
Thank you very much, Sios.
We're going to ruin somebody's day.
China's rocket soldier. I'm carrying
Unit
the big
lost.
gun. Enemy tanks out there. I'm carrying the other Red Guard. Enemy tanks out there. Pending attention. Yes, sir. The people's army.
Upgrade complete.
Make room for the napalm of my time.
Unit lost.
China's rocket soldier. Enemy tanks out there. The enemy.
What are you doing? Why are you not, like, attacking them? Is that bush in the way?
Enemy tanks out there. Moving rocket.
Yeah, okay.
Our power is low.
Raise the red flag.
Unit
Our power is low?
I like the big targets.
I feel like using an infantry army to try and kill these guys may have been a suboptimal play.
Defenders of peace. The people's army.
Maybe I should just send more units. I think that's what I should do. Yeah, that's definitely the play.
China can now use this building.
We have big plans.
Let's build a, just in case though, let's build a supply post here.
Good choice. China has been.
You should definitely consider making a,
lost.
What do you have in mind?
a power plant.
I built for China. What do you have in mind?
I like enemy tanks
Yeah,
out there.
that'd be smart.
Carrying the big gun. Defenders of peace.
Structure's already down though.
Ready for orders.
We're going to ruin somebody's
Unit
day.
lost.
Helix on the scene.
Are you guys winning? No, you're all just derping? Love that.
We have big plans. What do you have in mind?
So my research or my power still works though, even with no electricity. Don't quite understand how that logic makes sense, but...
Building is complete.
Are you still driving on over?
Where do you want these? More provisions on the way. We will live in prosperity.
I don't know what's going on here. I sent a guy on over towards this section of the map, but I don't know where he went.
Take it over there. We're going to ruin somebody's day.
Unit lost.
I like the big targets. Yes, General. On the hunt.
Sent the guys into the buildings. Yeah, I did. Okay, we gotta just chill it, I guess. You think this game looks better than Stormgate? Oh man, it's a contest again. Always love the contest.
Let's build.
Okay,
We have big plans.
can you build it, please?
Promising. It will look real nice when it's done.
China's rocket soldier. I like the big targets. Tank hunter here. Track down the enemy.
Okay.
I'm carrying the big gun.
Some people just like to hate on Stormgate for really no apparent reason. Like, people say they want the new RTS game, and then a bunch of studios come around, and they're like, yo, we're making this RTS game. And then people are like, yeah, but not like that. It's a weird thing, really. It's like, I want the exact game that I played in 1998. But not the exact game, but like mostly the same. But then I will still say that I like the game from 1998 better. Yeah, it's definitely gaming tribalism. It's very weird. People want new games, but at the same time, they also don't. I don't know, man. It doesn't have to be a contest. That's kind of the thing. Like, I plan on playing them all. I think that's way better, man. You don't have to pick and choose one game to play. You can play whatever.
We will live in prosperity.
No, I'm not singling you out in particular, Karama, but it's just something I've heard so many times, and I just don't.
Defenders of peace. Big gun.
It's just a bit silly.
Let's find the tanks.
Make it
China's rocket soldier. Homing rocket launcher.
Yeah, that's true, Skull, for sure.
We're
Enemy
going
tanks
to
out there.
ruin somebody's
Homing rocket
day.
launcher. Army. Immediately. Understood. Immediately.
That's true, Bo.
China's tank division. Serving China's needs.
What's really tricky, though, is that a lot of those games were developed when people were still very young, right? So, like, nostalgia is a very significant portion of it. And you're not going to be able to beat nostalgia, man. The best part is that for a lot of those games that people feel extremely nostalgic about, they haven't played in 2 decades. So, like, if they were to recreate those games, they would never get their return. You know, like, making games is not a charity.
Where is the battle? China needs us there.
I think if, also for a lot of people, if they were to replay, like, say, for example, StarCraft 1,
Ready for orders.
like, maybe in a lot of people's minds, it was, like, the perfect game, but you have forgotten about a lot of the parts that you didn't really feel so good about. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's a great game, don't get me wrong. But I always kind of get that vibe that people want Brute War, but then they also don't.
Defenders of peace. China is under attack. I'm carrying the big enemy tanks out there. Spin them up. Moving rocket launcher. Gatling, ready for fighting for the Red Army.
You missed the Cold War, everything was better then? Right, right. Those were the days.
Pending attention. What do you have in mind? China's tank division. I'm carrying the big gun.
I just want more strategy games, and preferably many of them.
Ready for orders. Fighting for the Red Army. Yeah. Punish them. China's tank division. Enemy tanks out there. I'm carrying the big gun. Yes, General.
We must be patient. Be careful.
Unit lost.
China's tank division. I like the big targets.
10,000 BC were the days, man. I miss those days sometimes.
Where is the battle? China's
Unit
tank division.
lost.
Tank under here.
I've actually not played Grey Goo. No, that's I've played a lot of strategy games, but I haven't actually played Grey Goo. Yo.
RTS fans should be forced to start from due to appreciate everything we have today here and now. Grandpa boom the game.
Unit lost.
Good point. Good point.
Our power is low.
This map is pretty slow one, isn't it?
Pending attention.
Unit
Immediately.
lost.
Where is the battle? Fighting for the Red Army.
For some reason, I never attack structures. Why did I never attack structures?
People's army.
Without specifically being told to attack structures.
This day is to be remembered. China has been generous. Of course, the building is complete.
I can imagine it's really quite frustrating though as a gaming developer where like, you know, it's natural to compare games. And obviously for Frost Giant in particular, they kind of brought it on themselves a little bit when they kept saying like, hey, we are the ex-developers of StarCraft and Warcraft and stuff. So like maybe that kind of, you know, they brought it on themselves a bit for sure. But there's always a competition in the gaming world. There's always like, oh no, you're not allowed to like League of Legends and Dota. Like that's crazy. Or you're not allowed to like Call of Duty and Battlefield. That's no, you gotta choose one. I think you can play whatever, man.
Fighting for the Red Army.
Yeah, that's true. Competition is of course good in the end for everybody involved.
Where is the battle? Right here.
But a lot of that competition though is just feeling based. As in like, this is how I felt about this game back in 1998 and you gotta like reconstruct how I felt about it when I was a child. It's just like, it's a losing battle.
I will make my own path. I am going. They will be humiliated.
Our power is low.
Building is complete.
Raise the red flag.
China has been generous. That's a good choice.
It's also tricky because
Attention. Attack.
one of the things with modern game design, especially from indie studios, is that it's really expensive to make a video game, right? So one of the things they've been doing is show games much earlier than they would have back in the 90s. With the idea that you can get additional funding and, you know, pay your employees and stuff, which is kind of nice. But then at the same time, you have to kind of share a game that is still actively in development. And you can only make a first impression one time. Like, for example, when they shared StarCraft 2, it was done pretty much. Like, they had some alpha videos and stuff, but essentially when they started the beta for StarCraft 2, it was like 99% done.
Right here. Fighting for the Red Army.
And you can't really recreate that as an indie studio. Like, it's just not gonna happen. It's not really possible. Well, I guess it is possible if you take funding from, like, you know, a shitty publisher, for example, that's gonna force you to put microtransactions in the game. But people also don't like that. So it's kind of a bit of a losing battle, man. Yeah, I don't know. I find the tribalism for gaming just a bit frustrating, I guess, sometimes. But you know what? The fact that people are always comparing all these different RTS games and they're like, oh no, this one's better than that and this one's better than that. Fair enough. Look, I will say that all of them suck compared to StarCraft 2. In my opinion, what we should see is Microsoft just continue StarCraft. That would be great. Thank you very much. But besides that point, I'm just planning on playing pretty much all of them. Yeah.
Let's build. Of course.
They fired a lot of people? They did fire a lot of people. Bobby Kotick is no longer at Activision, no.
I'm carrying the big gun. Track down the enemy. No lack of courage. Fast as I can.
I just love the genre, man. I think it's a good time to be a RTS fan. Bobby Kotick actually announced he was going to start a new thing, or what was it again? He was, I don't remember exactly.
No lack of courage.
He was going to get back to work on a new project.
China's rocket soldier. Let's find a tank right here, carrying out orders.
No, it was some, I don't remember exactly. Oh yeah, he wanted to, that's it!
Lost.
Apparently he proposed buying the American branch of TikTok?
I like the big targets.
Yeah, that's last I heard. That's true. It was so weird that I almost forgot about it.
Rocket barrage ready.
Track down the enemy.
That is weird. Yeah. Hey, no worries, Games and Servants. Welcome back, man.
Reporting. Carrying out orders. Where is the battle?
Yes.
China's rocket soldier.
I
But at least people still care about RTS games, you know? Like, that's why those comparisons are being drawn. But, like, there's one thing about RTS games that's a bit funky compared to other games, I guess. Other like, genres of games. And that is that a lot of people love RTS games, but they don't actually love playing it. Right? There's a lot of people out there that would be down to play... that would be down to, like, watch somebody play StarCraft 2, but playing StarCraft 2 is an entirely different beast. Not a lot of people necessarily want to play StarCraft 2, right? And I kind of think you end up with a lot of that for pretty much every RTS game. So the only way to make it more accessible is to either lower the skill floor, I guess, or to introduce more casual gameplay modes. Like, for example, co-op in SC2. But then, you know, even more casual than that. But obviously then if you make it more casual and more approachable, then automatically you're gonna discourage a lot of people that are more into the hardcore version of it. But you know, it's very tricky. It's not so easily done.
China's rocket soldier. Let's find the
You've never played StarCraft 2 online, but you love watching it? Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Like, StarCraft 2 multiplayer is a bit of a different beast.
What do you have in mind?
Unit lost.
Install the bunker. Phoenix on the scene. Something down there.
I don't know if there's other esports out there that have that same thing, where people don't actually necessarily want to play it. Maybe Counter-Strike. But there are so many people that casually play Counter-Strike. No, I think most people that watch Dota also do play Dota. I think there will be very few people that don't play Dota that watch it. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
track down the enemy. Yes, General.
Unit lost.
The nice thing about like a game of Dota or like, for example, CSGO is that you can look at what the pro gamers are doing and you can kind of think, it's just a mouse and keyboard. They're not moving at 100 miles an hour. I can sort of do this if I try hard enough, right? Whereas if you watch pro gamers play StarCraft, you're like, okay, I will never be Clem, right? Like you may look at Faker in League of Legends and you're like, yo, I could do that. It's just 4 abilities. Can't be that hard. But if you look at somebody like Clem or Sarah or whatever, like play StarCraft 2, it's very obvious that you cannot be Clem. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And you can't be Faker either, but at least you can pretend that you are. At least it gives you the false sense that you might be able to. No, Faker wasn't a former StarCraft pro. Not as far as I know. The illusion of potential, yeah. RTS is kind of funky like that, though. It's both great and, you know, a little bit of a risk, I guess. Yeah, maybe I miss... Oh, yeah, you're right. I did miss a structure over here. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna finish this mission, then we're gonna play a little bit of RimWorld. Oh shit, the AI made 1 million workers. They're all just standing there with the little boxes. What are they doing? They're not returning their resources, I guess. One thing that I do think is quite nice about, for example, Counter-Strike, and for example, League of Legends and Dota and stuff, and I genuinely think this is a very significant part of those games' success, is the fact that you don't have to take responsibility for as many of your actions. Like, one thing that RTS runs into is that the reason you lose is because you failed. Like, you can blame balance and map design and all the rest of it, but 99% of the reason why you lost is because of you. Right? And that's something that, like, you don't really, like, you don't have to take as much of a responsibility for your actions in a team game. Yeah. It's never your fault. I wonder, like, I don't know. For StarCraft, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4 or whatever has never been, like, the most dominant game mode. But I I wonder if like maybe for an RTS game that would be the way to do it. But, you know, if the predominant game mode in an RTS game is going to be team games, I'm not sure if I'm personally interested. So like if you are going to introduce a new RTS and you're like, okay, we don't have 1v1. The only thing we have is 3v3. That is immediately going to alienate a very significant part of the people that are interested in RTS games. So it's you know, admitting it's your fault is very uncomfortable. Yeah. Yeah. Younger players prefer team games. I think that's absolutely true. I think a lot of that, though, is to do with the fact as well that, like, when I was in school, when I was, like, a kid, when I was, like, I don't know, in elementary school, high school, whatever, you were kind of the odd one out playing video games, right? Like, that wasn't really a mainstream thing to do. But these days, when I look at my nieces and my nephews that are all, you know, pretty young, a lot of them just play games with friends all the time. And that's just like a very normal thing to do. So I think naturally then you're not gonna play 1v1 games, you know? Like you're more focused on team gameplay. Like you didn't really, like it wasn't really something that in my school at least you would get like bullied over or whatever for being a gamer, but it's also not really something you just openly spoke about. It wasn't really a thing where like, you know, you were gonna flex to people that you were playing a 1v1 game. Like that wasn't really a thing. Also, like, I guess most of it was PC games back then. So you wouldn't have, like, a lunch break where you could play games with your friends. But right now, from what I understand, what a lot of people like to do is on, like, high school lunch breaks, they play, like, MOBA on their phones. It's very different. You got bullied for playing World of Warcraft? Yeah, you didn't flex in school that you were playing Dungeons and Dragons necessarily, right? Like, maybe it's weird, but... Yeah, so I think culturally in just like those, whatever, like 10, 20 years, it's changed quite a bit.
We were born to an era of teacher where we could install Command and Conquer on PC and lie to them that we made that in school computer labs.
Very nice, yeah. Dude, did I ever tell you guys this story about Command and Conquer? I don't know if I've ever told you guys this story before on stream. This must have been when I was maybe 7 or 8 years old. I ended up loaning this CD, or lending this CD from a friend of mine, and I think it was Command & Conquer 1. I think it was either, I'm not sure, maybe it was Red Alert. I remember specifically that the discs, I have told this story on stream before, yeah. I remember the discs specifically had like little bullets on them. So you had to like insert disc 1 and then the second disc had 2 bullets on it. Anyways, long story short, I wanted to install, or uninstall rather, that game at some point. Because our computer was full. And we had one family computer. My dad spent too much money on that thing. We had one family computer and we didn't have enough space anymore. So I needed to remove and delete the game. However, I didn't know how to delete a game. The way that I always deleted stuff was by using the search engine, like the search box on your computer, typing in the name of whatever I was trying to delete, and then just selecting everything that was in the search box and hitting delete. I ended up searching for Command and Conquer in the search box, and I ended up deleting command.exe. From what I understand, that is one of the core principles of your operating system that basically launches your programs. I ended up deleting one of the core bits of, and I freaked out, man. I freaked out because I had no idea how computers worked, and I showed it to my dad, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what I've done. Yeah, so the only way at that point is to get a fresh installation of your computer. Yeah. No, that like once the command.exe was gone, I don't even know why they allowed you to delete that back then. Yeah, exactly. Like why were those OS files not protected? But that was really not one of my brightest moments. But I was really scared at that point. I was like, oh my god, did I kill the computer? Like, is it just, does it not work anymore? Like, is this how we destroy it? That was a learning moment for sure. Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of... Did my dad punch me? No, of course my dad didn't punch me. What do you mean? No, my dad didn't punch me, man. For deleting the computer files? No. My dad was actually very chill about it. Like, I was freaking out most of the day because I know that my dad would come home at like 10 minutes past 6. That's basically always when he would get home. And I was scared the entire day. I didn't tell my mom because I know she wouldn't really understand because she still has nothing with computers. So I remember telling my dad, I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I've done. And he was very calm about it. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna be so angry. But he wasn't very angry at all. He just took it to the store. And then, yeah, they fixed it up somehow. So, your dad once deleted the internet? He deleted the shortcut for the internet, right? He deleted the Internet Explorer shortcut on the desktop. That's what he did. Computer stores made big bucks back then, man. Yeah. We had a store in the city that I lived in that, like, everybody just brought their computers to whenever dumbasses like me would accidentally destroy stuff. It's, they must have made big bucks back then for people that had no idea what they were doing. You worked at those computer stores? It was so easy if you knew things? Yeah, exactly, because nobody knew anything. Nobody knew anything about computers. You didn't have Google, so like, what are you gonna do? It's actually kind of fascinating. You could like, it's kind of like being a car mechanic, you know? Like, there was a brief period in time where guys in computer stores were basically car mechanics, and they could sell you bullshit. It doesn't matter. They could tell you whatever. Ugh. It was also annoying because family members called non-stop with computer questions. Oh, yeah, I can imagine that too. You needed to teach somebody how to make an @ sign? To be fair, making the @ symbol on the computer, I have the same problem every time I go to Germany and I try to log into a computer. I can never figure out how to make the @ symbol on a German keyboard, man. You have to switch the language on the keyboard. That's the way to do it, but it's not as easy. Yeah, it's not that easy, man. It's like a tree. Yeah, German keyboards are weird. Working there also meant you had to sit and swap out floppies for an hour while installing Windows? Oh. How many floppies did it take to install Windows 95? All of them? Like 6? It was 8? 8 to 12? Jeez. That's nuts. All right, I'm gonna click continue. It's gonna play the cinematic, but we'll watch it and then we'll play it again next stream.
GLA's failed desperate attempt to force a nuclear stalemate, the premier was called to the European Security Council's Defense Summit. With full support of the Council, China's armed forces have been armed with the task of driving GLA forces from Europe's cities and re-establishing order. Meanwhile, the premier assured the United Nations that China regrets the unavoidable use of nuclear arms to break the latest GLA offensive and will use restraint in future confrontations. With our European Army Division, I'm summoning.
I zone out during these opening cinematics, bro. I have no idea what she just said. No fucking clue. I didn't listen to a word of it. I have no idea what she said. This is the hardest mission in 0 hour? Okay, then I'm definitely gonna save it for tomorrow. Yeah, she said something about China being awesome. Oh, the trees are in bloom. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. AK-47s for statues. Oh wait, no, we're playing China now.
Greetings, Commander. Now that we have
Yeah, now that we have a save game. Noise. So, supposedly, mission 3 of the China campaign is by far the hardest mission in this entire campaign, is what people have told me. I don't know how true it is, but it was a guy in the chat that told me, so I'm assuming it's 100% factual, because word on the StarCraft street has it that guys in the chat never lie. So we're gonna have a look. You can, yeah. Chat is never wrong. Exactly. I don't know what mission this is. I've never played these missions before. Let's watch the news.
In response to the GLA's failed desperate attempt to force a nuclear stalemate, the Premier was called to the European Security Council's Defense Summit. With full support of the Council, China's armed forces have been honored with the task of driving GLA forces from Europe's cities and re-establishing order. Meanwhile, the Premier assured the United Nations that China regrets the unavoidable use of nuclear arms to break the latest GLA offensive and will use restraint in future confrontations. With our European Army Division, I'm Sun Meiying.
The statue mission? You guys know what is talked about when you guys talk to each other about the statue mission? Okay. That's a beautiful statue.
Greetings, Commander. Now that we have thwarted the GLA's counterattack, it is time to press our advantage.
Laptop in hand.
We will live in
Uplink
prosperity.
cables ready.
Okay.
General, destroying the GLA statues will be critical to increasing our international opinion and will boost support of our efforts among the population.
Spin them up.
We will live in prosperity.
You're not very good at blowing up barrels, are you?
Of course. Let's take a look.
Incoming transmission? Did I already make a barracks?
Construction is
No.
complete. Let's build. China will grow larger. We have big plans. We will live in prosperity.
Right here. Adjusting frequency.
Building
They're
is
attacking
complete.
our base!
I don't know what people talk about when it comes to this statue mission. I just saw a statue, that's all I know.
Yes, data.
I don't think I need that. We can get a Stimpack upgrade instead, dude. That sounds much better.
Nice
We'll get the
location.
location.
Actually,
Of
no,
course.
that's not a very nice location.
We will live in prosperity. Let's build. It will look real nice.
We're gonna create a little bit more. Oh, geez. This is a lot more enemies than I thought it was gonna be. What are you doing, buddy? Why are you derping so hard?
Ready for action. We are pretty busy here.
Beware, their defensive structures are hidden with chemical unit bombs.
So everything's cloaked? Is that what I'm learning here? GLA cloak all the things?
Carrying out orders.
Okay, that does seem slightly frustrating.
Where is the battle?
Gun barrels ready. The enemy.
So international opinion at 26 is what it says in the bottom right.
Battlemaster tank reporting.
I don't know what that means. My international opinion, dude, is pretty low.
Prosperity. Ah, yes. Orders complete.
Do you guys have a higher opinion of me than 26?
China will grow larger.
Or you think 26 is about right?
Battle? Fighting for the Red Army. Moving to new area.
Keep the cylinders oiled.
Wait, if I have my international opinion go down to 0, I lose the mission?
Fighting for the Red Army.
Oh, that seems bad.
Frequency. Right here. Gatling tank.
My
Ready
opinion
for
of you is a
action.
26 out of 25. Ooh, dude. That was really smooth.
I built for China. A very good plan.
So how do I increase my...
Let's pick up some goods.
Unit
No idea.
lost.
Has been generous. China will grow larger. Building is complete.
I think I can use them. Chain gun upgrade is
That's a
complete.
good start. It will look
I'm now at an
nice when
international
we start.
opinion of
Building
20.
is complete.
How do I know what that means?
We'll tear through their armor.
So I gotta kill the statue in order to get more international opinion, I guess.
We will live in prosperity.
So I don't have a propaganda or whatever it's called. Like I don't have the additional hackers over here.
We have big plans.
Our
Yeah.
power is small.
Nice location. Let's build.
Okay.
Of
Well,
course.
I guess I'll make a move for it in a moment.
Where is the location?
Enemy tanks
I don't know if there's gonna be any oil I can gather.
The enemy.
To spec.
China's rocket soldier.
We'll get the location.
I do love oil,
For
dude.
the Red Army.
Construction built to
Move
spec.
order confirmed. Big targets. Where is the battle?
Congratulations, our international opinion is becoming low.
We will defend this
Okay, so I have 14 international opinion right now.
territory.
That's pretty sick. That's better than, you know, I've ever had in my life.
Moving to new area. Battle master tank. Fighting.
I should probably move my chat box a little bit higher. Because it's beautiful. Oh, my game crashed by me alt-tabbing out. Anyways, I can load that again. It seems like that is a pretty important part of this mission. And you guys, as much as I love you, you tend to write long, coherent sentences. You guys aren't really like, you know, your average Fortnite viewer, where your average message is like 7 characters long. And because of that, you just, yeah, you keep, you know, yeah, like memory, what memory is showing us is exactly what would, you know, then it wouldn't have been an issue, but. Yeah. So now it shouldn't block anymore. I think that's good. I think that's good. There you go. See, my international opinion is 12. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound like a good thing.
Fighting for the Red Army. Right here.
So there's a statue.
Bullet barrage. I have many
What?
bullets. Keep the cylinders oiled.
Okay. There's a statue right over
Get
here,
out there.
and a lot of barrels.
Reporting. Where is the battle? Understood. Moving now, sir. Fighting for the Red Army.
Oh, there's 2 of you guys.
Ready for action.
One of our buildings,
Battle master
one of
tank
our
reporting.
buildings is being captured.
The fuck?
We will
Unit
live in
lost.
prosperity.
China's tank division. Keep the cylinders oiled.
China has been generous. Ah, yes.
Alright. Well, that did the trick.
Need a bullet barrage. Gatling tank
General, the
ready for
GLA
action.
have the city well defended.
Take it
We
in
need to clear them out.
Or a bold strike.
Gun barrel spinning.
Unit lost.
Here. Serving China's needs. Yes, General.
So, just to clarify, the general opinion will go up.
We will defend
Ah,
this.
yeah, there you
Battle
go.
master
We
tank.
got a little cheer.
Battle master tank reporting.
Unit lost.
Fighting for the
Well
Red
done,
Army.
sir. The destruction of the statue has caused world opinion to rise.
Right here. We will defend this territory. Battle master tank reporting. China's tank division.
Okay. And then I gotta make a move for the next one, huh?
I built for China.
Unit lost.
China's tank division. Keep the cylinders oiled. Attack! Need a bullet barrage. Push them through.
Okay, that's all pretty damn bad. I
Spin them up. Gatling tank. Ready fighting for the Red Army.
I don't love this. I guess I'm gonna have to get more detection.
Gun barrel spinning. Keep the cylinders
Yeah,
oiled.
these freaking things are annoying.
Gatling tank. Ready for action. Of course.
Nah, I'm not gonna install another third-party app. I've had a bunch of people mention that, Mactavus, but I've kind of gotten used to right mouse button scrolling now.
Need a bullet
Sort of,
barrage.
anyways.
Move those bells. I will tell you everything I
Construction is
Kind of like these. Though I don't know how long the cooldown is.
Fighting
Okay.
for the red army. Spinning. Keep the cylinders oiled. Okay. Red battle master tank reporting. Gatling tank ready for keep the cylinders oiled. Right here. Ticket into high gear. Red battle master tank reporting. Keep the cylinders oiled. Of course. Fighting for the
Okay.
red
We
army.
basically have Stimpack right now for our tanks, which does sound pretty sweet.
China's needs.
So my next objective, where is it? Oh, okay. It's these little dots, I guess, on the minimap.
Gun barrel spinning. Ah, yes.
Now, I'm not installing any third-party tool, guys. I'm not. I'm just playing this. I'm playing this raw. I'm playing this as the game developers intended. Okay.
Here we go. Serving China's
Plus, I'm always a little sketched out whenever people recommend for me to install random third-party software that you can download off of some sketchy website on the internet. Even though I'm sure it's fine, I don't really love it.
Get the location.
Oh.
Ah, yes.
Plus, I don't think it's really holding me back much.
The bullet barrage. Right here, bullet barrage.
So my international opinion is once again way low.
Move order confirmed. Keep the cylinders oiled.
It would be fine if I had some more money. I think I'm gonna restart the mission,
That's a good start.
but we'll do a bit of scouting over here. Maybe there's like another mineral line or something.
Gatling tank, ready for action. Ah, yes. Keep the cylinders oiled. Okay, here we go. Of course.
Unit lost.
Fighting for the
I
red
always get
army.
ambushed by rocket buggies and launchers because of it. Yeah, but this is how the game was originally played. Like, yeah, I could install a tool that makes that easier, but isn't that kind of the point? I could play on a lower difficulty too. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. It is annoying, that's for sure, yeah. Hey, thank you very much, Shadow. I pressed the wrong button. I have the game crash. Nice. Yeah. Thank you, Timo.
Challenge everything.
I need to build up my economy super quick.
Let's build. Of course.
Our
Right here.
operations have
Attack!
attracted much attention from the rest of the world,
Battle master
and
tank
we will be
reporting.
watched
We have
closely.
big plans.
The longer this battle goes
We will
on,
live in
the
prosperity.
lower our international
A very
opinion will
good
fall.
plan,
I can
General.
cripple their facilities.
We
I'll
must
suck the
liberate this
internet
town from the
dry.
GLA's clutches.
Okay.
Let's build.
So we'll build two
That's
of
a
those
good
things here
start. We will
ASAP.
Defend this territory. Fighting for the red army. Fighting for the red army.
I build for China.
I gotta get two of these things.
Building is complete. It will look real nice when it's built.
It'll look real nice when it's done.
Nice location.
Beware.
No, I should
Their
not be
defensive
fighting you guys.
structures are hidden with commoners.
China
What?
has
Why did you not fucking build it? Come on, man. Well, I told you to build the thing, and the guy was like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." Nope.
I
Don't
build
really
for
feel like doing
China.
that.
Our
Sorry, sir.
operations have
I can't
attracted
cripple
much
their
attention
facilities.
from the
We
rest
will
of the
live in
world,
prosperity.
and we will be watched closely.
Serving China's
The
needs.
longer this battle goes on, the lower our international opinion will fall.
I build for China.
You think they destroyed it?
We must
We will
liberate
think they
this
did.
town from the
Right
GLA's
here.
clutches.
Battle master tank reporting. I have China's blessing. Where is
There isn't
the
even
battle?
any unit here.
We have big plans. China will grow larger.
Serving China's needs.
Maybe.
I build for China. That's a good choice.
Well, this time around I don't.
Yes, General.
Construction is complete.
Okay, gotta make another one of them.
China has been generous.
And we'll make a war factory.
Sorry, sir. I can't build there.
Gun barrel spinning. Of course.
Let's pick up some goods. We'll get the location.
One of our buildings is being
Okay. Yeah, they can randomly spawn
one of
troops
our
in my
buildings
base,
is being captured.
which is not very
One of our
nice.
buildings is being captured.
Keep the cylinders oil.
I would appreciate it if you guys don't capture my my structures.
Let's get out there.
Laptop in hand.
Okay.
Spin them up.
Close.
I built for China. We will
I think I'm gonna go double war factory. Because I do need units quick. I don't really have anything else, right?
Keep the cylinders oil. Reporting. We will defend this territory.
China has been generous. It will look really nice when
Ready
it's
for
done.
action. Adjusting frequency. Do you hear something? Do you hear something?
Need a bullet barrage.
Okay.
Construction is complete.
Gatling tank. Ready for action. Let's get out there.
Beware. Their defensive structures are hidden with
Rapid
tunnels.
fire. Right here. China needs us there. China needs us there.
careful.
Buster tank reporting. They will see a bullet barrage. China's Gatling tank. Ready for action.
Unit lost.
There's another one? Ah, fuck. I didn't realize there was another nest.
Keep the cylinders
That is
oil.
quite frustrating.
Gun barrel spinning.
Okay.
China.
I know they're gonna be spawning in more dudes over there.
Need a bullet barrage.
How much backseating is allowed? It gets a bit frustrating when people keep telling me what to do, especially since I would imagine the majority of people backseating really hard have not played the game in like 15 years, but it's fine, I guess.
Ready for action. Keep the cylinders oil. Fighting for the Red Army. Moving in new area. Gatling tank. Ready for action. Gatling tank. Ready for
So I
action.
don't have any Overlord tanks.
We will live in prosperity. It will look really
Gun
nice
barrel
when it's
spinning.
done.
Move those barrels. Keep the cylinders oil.
Which is a bit shitty.
Ready for action. Gun barrel spinning. Ready for action. Need a bullet barrage. Gun barrel spinning.
I can hear them.
I guess maybe making some flame tanks might be good. But the problem is they need to be pretty far forward. And those enemies are quite tricky. I do not have a field repair unit, I don't think, but I do have a tower that I can build, a speaker tower.
Our power is low.
Yes.
Which, you know, kind of works in the same way.
We will live in prosperity. It will look really nice when it's done.
I don't really have a lot of units, though, that I can choose to actually make, which is quite annoying.
Construction is complete.
Yeah, we'll make some flamey tanks.
Very hot in here.
In theory, it could be really nice. And I think we have to start making a bit of a slow push in that direction.
Gun barrel spinning. Gatling tank. Ready for action. Okay, here we go.
Our international opinion is becoming low.
Let's get out there. Bullet barrage. Okay, here we go.
Unit lost. Congratulations, sir. You have been promoted.
Ready for action. Need a bullet barrage. Rapid fire.
Okay, I'm gonna lose a bunch of tanks here every time I do anything, but
Oil. Need a bullet
Adjusting
barrage.
frequency.
Right here. Destroy China's enemies. Fighting for the Red Army.
Adjusting frequency.
okay. So that should be the first statue down.
Need a bullet barrage.
I'm gonna back up over here to try and maybe get some more,
Plans.
Well done, sir.
some more healing. I think that'd be good. Is that good enough? I feel like this is good. First statue down. I think that was about, you know, decent. There's definitely some small bits of improvement I can do here, but that was much faster than the first time around.
Serving China's needs. We will defend this territory. Battlemaster tank reporting. China's tank
The main problem is gonna be the one all the way up here, man. That one's ages away.
gun barrel spinning.
Oh,
Greetings.
You can
this
kill them while
time
cloaked.
from a huge LAN party called Cactus in Leipzig.
What about
GLA
you?
snap.
Lows.
yo, enjoy, man.
Gun barrel spinning.
Thank you very much for your 59-month resub. You're at a huge LAN party right now? In Germany? Ganz viele Leute? Hammergeil. That's all I can say. Thank you, man.
It will look real nice when it's done.
No, I don't have airfields. I don't have anything. I can make bio units. But I don't think bio units are very good when I have these flamey boys. Because they keep dying.
Fighting for the Red Army.
Construction will do swell.
Gun barrels ready for action.
This is the default zoom, yes. I am not installing a third-party app for more Zoom Arena.
Yes. China's tank. Gatling tank. Ready for action. Keep the cylinders oiled.
Is everybody who plays this game playing with like extended zoom mods or something? Because I've had so many people request if this is the default zoom. Maybe that's what everybody does, I don't know.
Okay, here we go.
Congratulations, you have been promoted.
Okay, I have my Giga stim pack.
Keep the cylinders oiled. Captain, ready for gun barrels spinning.
Unit lost.
Keep the cylinders oiled. Need a bullet barrage.
Maybe I should have troops as well sitting in these stores now. Or in these structures.
Oiled. Let's get out there. Don't stop.
Oh, careful.
Storage tanks sealed. Gun barrels.
Okay, no! Bro! Fuck me. My tanks were like, yo, but what about we move further forward than you told us to? It's not very kind of you, I'll be honest. It would have been better if you didn't move forward, but...
General, the GLA has the city well defended. We need to clear them out.
Ready for action. Keep the cylinders oiled. Captain, ready for action.
Okay, we're gonna go back for a sec.
Okay, here we go. China's tank division. China's tank division.
Okay, I feel like so far we're okay. I did lose a lot of units just now, yeah.
Where is the battle?
But I'm assuming I'm gonna make a lot more mistakes, so no rush.
China's tank
I don't know how much of a rush I really have. 25 international opinion does not sound like a lot. I definitely always need to make sure I have at least like 1 or 2 of these listening outposts with me. I'll just make a bunch extra, because I'm ultimately gonna lose luck. Okay, I think this is the moment for me to start moving for this one.
China needs us there. Keep the cylinders oiled. Adjusting gas valve. Bullet barrage. Keep the cylinders